Fist of the North Star, 1995, is a live-action adaptation of the legendary manga and anime of the same name. Directed by Tony Randell, Hellbound Hellraiser 2, the film attempts to bring the brutal, post-apocalyptic world of Kenshiro to life. Starring Gary Daniels as Kenshiro, Malcolm McDowell, and Costas Mandylor as Shin, the movie had the potential to deliver intense martial arts action and a faithful adaptation of the source material. However, does it succeed in translating the over-the-top violence and epic story of Hokuto no Ken to live action, or does it fall flat? The film follows the same general premise as the original Fist of the North Star. After a nuclear war has left the world in ruins, martial artists battle for control in the wasteland. Kenshiro, the successor of the deadly Hokuto Shinken fighting style, is betrayed by his rival, Shin, Costas Mandylor, who carves 7 scars into his chest, kidnaps his love interest, Julia, Isako Washio, and leaves him for dead. Kenshiro embarks on a journey of revenge, fighting his way through Shin's forces and the wasteland's many dangers to reclaim his place as the true Fist of the North Star. While the story tries to stick to the original material, it lacks the emotional depth and grandeur of the anime and manga. The film simplifies many aspects, cutting down major characters like Rao and Toki, while focusing primarily on the conflict between Kenshiro and Shin. Unfortunately, this stripped-down version makes the narrative feel less epic. The post-apocalyptic setting is there, but it feels cheap and uninspired, resembling a low-budget Mad Max ripoff rather than the gritty world of Fist of the North Star. Costas Mandylor as Shin is serviceable, but lacks the commanding presence of his animated counterpart. He comes across more as a generic 90s villain rather than the flamboyant, powerful warlord Shin is meant to be. His performance is decent, but his character feels underdeveloped, making his rivalry with Kenshiro less compelling. Gary Daniels, a skilled martial artist, looks the part of Kenshiro, but struggles with the dramatic moments. His performance is stiff at times, and he doesn't quite capture the quiet intensity and deep sorrow of the character. However, he does shine in the action sequences, showing off his real-life martial arts expertise. Malcolm McDowell plays Ryukin, Kenshiro's master, in a small role. While McDowell is a talented actor, he's wasted here, barely contributing to the film beyond a few mentor-like moments. Other characters, such as Jackal, portrayed by Chris Penn, feel miscast or cartoonish, making it hard to take them seriously. One of the biggest disappointments of the film is its martial arts sequences. Given that Fist of the North Star is known for its over-the-top, brutal combat, fans expected high-energy fights with bone-crushing techniques. While Gary Daniels is a legitimate martial artist, the film's choreography is slow and uninspired. There are no exaggerated pressure point explosions like in the anime. Instead, fights rely on basic kicks and punches, which lack the dynamic energy needed to truly sell the Hokuto Shinken fighting style. Additionally, the special effects are subpar, making Kenshiro's signature attacks feel underwhelming. The infamous head-exploding technique is present, but looks low-budget and unimpressive, failing to capture the outrageous violence that made the original Fist of the North Star so memorable. For fans of the anime and manga, this film is a major letdown. While it tries to follow the core story, it lacks the larger-than-life feel and intense action that define Fist of the North Star. The world feels too small, the characters are underdeveloped, and the fights are nowhere near as exciting as they should be. It comes across more as a generic 90s direct-to-video action movie with some Fist of the North Star elements thrown in, rather than a true adaptation. Casual viewers unfamiliar with the source material might find some entertainment in the post-apocalyptic setting and martial arts action, but even then, the film struggles to stand out among better 90s action films. My final overall rating for Expendables 3, 6 out of 10,